When we think about the success of smart connected environments, whether in smart homes, smart cities, or autonomous mobility, the key driver in marketing and CRM is perceived value from the customer's point of view, as we have already seen in the relationship marketing paradigm. Perceived value is never one-dimensional. In the context of smart connected environments, whether we are talking about a smart home, a smart mobility service, or an entire smart city, value is created through multiple layers that together shape customer satisfaction, trust, and long-term engagement. In marketing and CRM, perceived value is a multidimensional concept, combining different dimensions. Functional value, the practical problem-solving benefits such as convenience, efficiency, and reliability, but also convenience, ease of use. Hedonic value, the enjoyment, stimulation, and sense of novelty the experience provides. Emotional value, the feelings of security, comfort, well-being, and reduced stress that the technology creates. Social value, the ability to connect with others, feel a sense of belonging, or signal social status. Societal or altruistic value, the contribution to sustainability, community well-being, or public safety. On the other hand, there are cognitive dimensions such as trust and perceived psychological costs related to technology, social, and privacy risks. In CRM terms, each of these dimensions can directly influence satisfaction and trust, which in turn enhance customer well-being. When well-being is consistently delivered, customers engage more deeply, stay longer, and ultimately increase their lifetime value and contribution to customer equity. In smart connected environments, this value is created through personalized services, seamless integration, and proactive engagement. For example, a smart mobility system that predicts your travel needs and automatically adapts to your schedule. A connected home that learns your comfort preferences and adjusts lighting, temperature, or entertainment without being asked. A retail environment that uses IoT and AI to guide you to exactly what you want, and sometimes to things you didn't even know you wanted. In this section, we will explore how research, including our own experiments, has identified the key value drivers for consumers in smart connected ecosystems. We will examine how these drivers shape trust and adoption, looking across a variety of smart connected devices, from smart objects and health apps to smart homes, autonomous vehicles, drones for last-mile delivery, chatbots, as well as social robots and brain-machine interfaces, BMI, such as Elon Musk's brain-implanted Neuralink chip. All of these technologies can be integrated into a smart city ecosystem, creating an interconnected network of devices that deliver personalized, real-time, and data-driven services while actively enhancing customer well-being across physical, emotional, social, temporal, and altruistic dimensions. By embedding these devices into a CRM strategy designed for smart cities, companies can create continuous, context-aware customer journeys that not only increase satisfaction and trust, but also build deeper emotional bonds and long-term loyalty. For each of these technologies, we have conducted targeted research, cross-checking and validating our findings with existing studies. These insights will be presented in the next slides. As we've seen throughout this presentation, CRM in the era of smart connected environments is no longer just about transactions. It's about building perceived value, trust, and well-being in smart ecosystems that span from the smart home to the smart city, and even into autonomous mobility and emerging brain-machine interfaces. Our research, validated against other leading studies, shows that adoption of kinetic, smart, and connected technologies follows two complementary pathways of value creation by AI-based technologies, as described by regulatory focus theory. The first pathway of perceived value is the utilitarian cognitive pathway, a rational route to adoption. Here, customers ask, does it work? Is it safe? Can I trust it with my data? Is it easy to use? The second pathway of perceived value is the affective, emotional pathway. Here, adoption is driven by feelings, social belonging, and personal meaning. Customers ask, does it make me feel better? Does it recognize me? Does it fit my lifestyle? Well-being thus plays a central role in smart connected environments because when customers feel safer, healthier, more in control, and more emotionally supported, they are not only more satisfied, they are also more engaged, more trusting, and more willing to adopt these new AI-based technologies. First, when we look at the utilitarian cognitive pathway of perceived value to smart technology adoption, 6 value dimensions emerge as critical keys to unlocking trust and long-term engagement. Service quality is about delivering not only reliable functionality, but also an aesthetically pleasing and enjoyable experience. In a CRM context, this means every touchpoint, whether it's a smart home interface, a mobility app, or a health monitoring dashboard, should feel polished and dependable, reinforcing the brand's promise. Performance speaks to efficiency and effectiveness. Customers notice when a connected thermostat optimizes energy use without constant input, when a drone delivers in minutes instead of hours, or when a chatbot resolves queries instantly. High performance not only boosts satisfaction but also reinforces the value proposition. Ease of use lowers barriers to adoption. Simple, intuitive interfaces, from voice-activated home systems to in-car infotainment, encourage everyday use and broader mainstream uptake. The more frictionless the interaction, the more likely the technology becomes a part of daily life. Trust is the key foundation. For technologies like autonomous vehicles, drones, and health IoT systems, reliability and safety are non-negotiable. If a self-driving shuttle is consistently safe or a telemedicine device always delivers accurate readings, customers will return and recommend the service. On the other hand, technology risks must be managed proactively, whether it's a drone navigation failure, a smart thermostat glitch, or an AI decision-making error. Anticipating and preventing these issues protects both users and the brand. Reducing perceived risk is a powerful driver of adoption. Privacy risks are particularly sensitive in connected environments. Health apps, smart homes, and brain-machine interfaces, BMIs, handle intimate, high-value personal data. Safeguarding this information and making those protections transparent is essential for trust and compliance. Together, these 6 factors form the utilitarian cognitive value, trust, and perceived risk equation of smart connected technologies. They are the functional building blocks that make customers feel the technology is safe, efficient, and worth integrating into their routines. In a smart, connected CRM ecosystem, getting these right is what opens the door for the emotional well-being driven loyalty we discussed earlier. When we apply these cognitive trust dimensions to our range of smart connected technologies, the patterns become clear. Smart objects like watches, from connected appliances to wearables, gain their value when they are both dependable and effortless to operate. If a smart coffee machine works every morning without fail and is easy to program, it builds the kind of reliability that keeps customers engaged and loyal. Health apps win trust by protecting sensitive health data and providing accurate science-based recommendations. Here, privacy safeguards are as important as functionality. Customers need to feel confident that their data will never be misused. Smart homes depend on robust privacy protection and seamless integration between devices. A connected home that allows energy providers, retailers, and entertainment services to work together smoothly creates a powerful CRM touchpoint, enabling hyper-personalized offers without crossing ethical boundaries. Autonomous vehicles must prove near-perfect performance in real-world conditions. Every safe trip reinforces the customer's confidence, not just in the vehicle, but in the brand behind it, paving the way for new in-car retail and service experiences. Drones enhance satisfaction when deliveries are precise, safe, and on time. This combination of efficiency and reliability creates high perceived value, particularly for urgent or high-value deliveries. Chatbots and social robots succeed when they deliver fast, accurate, and consistent answers, ideally in a tone that reflects the brand's personality. In CRM terms, this is where automated service blends seamlessly with the human experience. Brain-machine interfaces, BMIs, face the highest stakes. They must meet the strictest standards of safety and data integrity before customers will even consider adoption. When trust is earned, however, the potential for personalization and well-being enhancement is unprecedented, from adaptive health interventions to real-time cognitive support. Across all these technologies, the principle is the same. Utilitarian value builds the foundation for trust, and trust is the currency that sustains long-term relationships in a connected CRM ecosystem. Once that foundation is in place, we can layer in the emotional and well-being dimensions that drive deeper loyalty. If the utilitarian pathway lays the foundation of trust through performance, safety, and reliability, the effective emotional pathway is where technology moves beyond mere functionality to create experiences that feel meaningful, human, and emotionally rewarding. This pathway of perceived value builds the deeper, more human connection that turns technology adoption into long-term loyalty. This is where well-being, social connection, and personalization create experiences that feel not just functional, but meaningful. This pathway focuses on 4 interconnected drivers. Social recognition reinforces a user's sense of belonging and achievement, as when a health app celebrates fitness milestones and shares them within a supportive community. Consumer well-being is nurtured when technologies promote emotional, psychological, and physical health, such as an autonomous vehicle increasing driving security through AI-based driving and reducing travel stress, or a smart home creating a comforting, personalized environment after a long day. Personalization value emerges when services are tailored to individual preferences, from AI-driven home settings that match a user's mood to mobility solutions that select the most scenic or relaxing routes. AI Van also make personalized shopping and service recommendations. Social presence is achieved when technology feels human-like, attentive, responsive, and even empathetic, as with advanced social robots or well-designed chatbots that adapt their tone, timing, and suggestions to the user's context. Applied to our technology examples, this emotional dimension becomes tangible. Smart objects can learn user routines, offering comfort and familiarity, like a coffee machine brewing the perfect blend just as the user wakes up. Health apps can transform self-care into a shared journey through community challenges, real-time encouragement, and rewards for healthy behaviors. Smart homes can cultivate emotional security by seamlessly adjusting lighting, temperature, and entertainment to match the inhabitant's state of mind. Autonomous vehicles can turn commuting into an opportunity for relaxation, productivity, or leisure, creating value through comfort and control. Drones can create moments of surprise and delight by delivering high-value items quickly, sometimes with personalized touches that make the experience memorable. Chatbots and social robots can build genuine rapport by remembering past interactions and offering contextually relevant assistance that makes the user feel understood. Looking ahead, brain-machine interfaces could adapt instantly to a user's emotional or cognitive state, shaping services in ways that feel profoundly personal and supportive. Whereas the utilitarian pathway earns trust through performance, safety, and reliability, the emotional pathway builds loyalty by fostering care, connection, and shared experiences. Together, they form a holistic CRM approach that not only satisfies practical needs, but also deepens the emotional bond between customers and the smart technologies woven into their daily lives. Comfort and well-being, universal adoption driver across all smart technologies. Strongest for BMIs, AVs, drones, and smart homes. Human-like presence builds trust and emotional engagement, especially critical for home and external robots, empathic AI. For CRM, the implication is clear. Winning in smart, connected ecosystems requires addressing both pathways. The cognitive side builds functional trust, the foundation. The emotional side deepens relational trust, the loyalty driver. Together, they enable brands to design customer journeys that are safe, reliable, personalized, and emotionally resonant, supporting both consumer well-being and business growth. In a smart city ecosystem, this means every touchpoint, from the smart home to the autonomous vehicle to the last-mile drone, should work flawlessly and feel personally meaningful. That's how we turn technology adoption into long-term, value-rich customer relationships. In summary, performance and ease of use emerge as core adoption drivers for perceived value across most technologies, but their influence varies. Chatbots, home robots, and drones show strong performance effects, while ease of use further supports adoption for smart homes, home robots, and drones. By contrast, autonomous vehicles and shuttles and BMIs rely primarily on performance rather than ease of use. Environmental benefits play a supportive but uneven role. Smart homes gain positively from their perceived contribution to energy efficiency and sustainability, while drones face barriers due to noise pollution and safety concerns. For other technologies, autonomous vehicles, chatbots, social robots, environmental benefits are not significant. Overall, this suggests that functional performance remains the dominant utilitarian cognitive pathway to create perceived value, reinforced by ease of use for some technologies, while environmental benefits are context-dependent, an asset for smart homes. Service quality emerges as a powerful adoption driver to create perceived value across all three technologies, but the relative weight of its dimensions varies substantially. Competence, reliability, and empathy are consistently significant across all three robot technologies. Overall, the patterns show that speed and reliability consistently stand out as the strongest drivers, while aesthetics is weaker but still significant for AI-based systems. For robots, empathy adds an important human-like dimension, whereas for chatbots, it does not play a role. Generative AI shows the most balanced and powerful effects across all quality dimensions. Technology risks and privacy risks consistently act as barriers to trust and represent psychological costs, undermining perceived value across smart technologies, but their strength and focus vary. This research reveals that while trust erosion from risk perceptions is universal, the intensity and type of risk vary by technology, highlighting the need for context-specific trust-building strategies. The pattern is clear. Risk perceptions are strongest where personal safety or privacy are at stake, e.g., BMIs, AVs, smart homes, that touch intimate personal data and private environments, and weakest in professional or impersonal contexts, e.g., external robots. External service robots are seen as safe and functional, with little sensitivity to risk or ethics. Managers should address risk perceptions with transparent safety assurances, privacy by design, and ethical safeguards, especially in home and personal use technologies. This technology positioning map reveals two powerful adoption drivers: cognitive trust and performance on one axis, and emotional well-being and engagement on the other, shaping four distinct technology adoption profiles. Let's see first the all-round adoption leaders. Technologies in this quadrant offer perceived value by combining strong cognitive trust with strong affective appeal. They perform well and connect emotionally with users. Autonomous vehicles stand out with a strong cognitive index near 0.95 and an affective index of 0.79. They promise reliability and safety while also transforming commuting into a relaxing or productive experience, increasing user affective well-being and increasing social status through analytical and intuitive AI. Smart homes not only optimize cognitive value through energy optimization and automated tasks by combing analytical AI with some intuitive AI, but also create a sense of sanctuary through personalized lighting, climate, and entertainment to increase emotional well-being. Brain-machine interfaces go even further, with both indices close to 0.99. They fascinate users with their groundbreaking potential to improve health and human-machine integration, though they also carry high risks. BMIs inspire fascination and deep emotional investment because of their transformative potential in health, accessibility, and human-machine integration. They leverage highly advanced intuitive and emerging empathic AI to adapt services directly to a user's cognitive or emotional state. Yet this promise comes with heightened health and psychological risks, privacy concerns over neural data, fears of dependency, and the anxiety of machine influence over personal thoughts or decisions. Adoption here is propelled by vision and emotional aspiration. But to reach mass uptake, BMIs must balance excitement with demonstrable safety, ethics, and trustworthiness. Home robots with high affective and cognitive indexes excel in daily task performance through analytical and empathic AI while providing companionship, social recognition, and playful interactions, transforming a functional helper into an emotionally valued household member. This quadrant shows that adoption soars when performance and emotional resonance work in harmony. Generative AI systems for travel, grocery, for smart energy and fridge management with high affective and cognitive indexes are seen as advisors with analytical AI, helping people make rational, optimized choices while creating emotional well-being by decreasing cognitive load. It combines efficiency and energy savings with peace of mind at home. Together, these leaders show that adoption soars when technologies offer perceived value in both functional trust and emotional resonance. For managers, the key takeaway is emphasize performance, but also highlight well-being, personalization, and joy. Rational trust builders. Technologies in this quadrant excel in cognitive trust, delivering reliability, speed, and efficiency, but provide weaker emotional engagement. These technologies create value and earn adoption through their rational utilitarian ability to deliver reliably and efficiently. Smart connected watches with cognitive index at 0.9 and affective index at 0.5 do slightly better emotionally by supporting well-being and health tracking. Chatbots, external service robots, and drones based on analytical AI belong here. They are valued for precision, competence, and logistics capabilities, but they lack warmth, presence, or emotional connection. Chatbots excel in rapid problem resolution, but often lack deeper emotional connection unless they integrate more natural language empathy. External service robots stand out in precision, competence for service providers such as hotels or restaurants, and industrial or commercial reliability. Last-mile delivery drones excel in rational arguments in logistics speed and geographic reach, making them invaluable for deliveries or inspections. Their effective appeal remains secondary. Enhancing personalization or social presence could shift them toward the all-round adoption leaders quadrant. Smart stores sit here too, with high cognitive index at 0.9 and a very low effective score of 0.15 based on analytical AI. Users trust the technology for seamless, efficient shopping, but they do not yet see it as emotionally engaging. The managerial lesson is clear. These technologies offer perceived value and win adoption through functional excellence, but their long-term success will depend on adding more personalization and emotional touchpoints. Emotion-driven adoption. In this quadrant, we find technologies that spark high emotional appeal but lack solid cognitive trust. Users may feel fascinated or even emotionally attached, but concerns about performance or risks still hold them back. At present, no major technologies dominate this space in our dataset. But emerging areas, such as highly anthropomorphic social robots, could easily fit here if they generate excitement but fail to deliver on trust and reliability. The takeaway: managers must balance emotional innovation with strong evidence of reliability. Emotional appeal alone is not enough for sustained adoption. Adoption barriers. Finally, in the bottom left quadrant, we would normally find technologies that perform poorly both cognitively and emotionally. These are innovations that neither inspire trust nor deliver effective value, and so adoption stalls. In our dataset, no technology sits squarely in this quadrant. That in itself is good news. It means every technology we studied has at least one viable pathway to adoption. But the risk is clear. If trust drops too low or emotional value is neglected, technologies could fall into this barrier space. The message for managers is simple. Protect against adoption failure by continuously investing in both reliability and emotional resonance. This is a positive sign for AI-driven smart technologies. But the real competitive edge will go to those capable of combining performance, trust, and emotional engagement. In summary, we find some common patterns across both pathways. Trust is the central bridge between utilitarian and effective adoption for all smart technologies. Performance and well-being is a recurring high-impact pair, linking functional excellence to emotional comfort. Risks, whether technological or privacy-related, erode adoption, especially in high autonomy or high sensitivity domains, AVs, autonomous shuttles, smart home robots, BMIs. We identify some differences between pathways. Utilitarian drivers dominate in applications with clear functional outcomes, drones, chatbots, AVs, autonomous shuttles. Affective drivers dominate in socially interactive or lifestyle-enhancing technologies, home robots, BMIs, smart homes. In terms of managerial recommendation, this research confirms that the adoption of smart AI-driven technologies is shaped by a dual pathway for value creation. A functional utilitarian value creation pathway with performance, personalization, connectivity, but also with trust and risk management through privacy, control, accidents. An effective emotional value creation pathway with user well-being. The balance between these two paths for value creation differs by technology. For smart homes and M-Health, convenience and personalization versus privacy play a key role for value creation. For autonomous vehicles, efficiency and well-being versus safety, loss control are the key factors for value creation. For social robots, usefulness, social presence, and novelty play a key role for value creation.